Hola, 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 hola.
Hola, hola.
Hello, testing. Hello, okay.
Hola, hola.
Anwar, nice to meet you.
If you want, if
It's okay. Hello, hello, testing. Hello, yeah.
Hola, 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 hola. ¿Sí? Vale. Bien, vamos a empezar, por favor. Bueno, en primer lugar quería agradecerles la presencia de todos ustedes esta tarde aquí. Vamos a iniciar la segunda mesa redonda sobre el tema de turismo y turismo halal en Córdoba. Y esta sesión, digamos, tiene la característica que se realiza a la hora de la siesta, ¿no? Seguro que algunos de ustedes saben, o casi todos ustedes sabrán lo que significa siesta aquí en España y en Andalucía, y especialmente lo que nosotros a veces llamamos la siesta andaluz cordobesa, que es una siesta de larga duración. Pero, de todas maneras, les agradezco mucho su presencia aquí. Intentaremos que la sesión sea dinámica para que un poco superar este momento. Y quería empezar agradeciendo a los organizadores que me habían invitado a esta presentación. yo creo que lo han hecho en calidad de ciudadano de una ciudad pequeña, que es Barcelona, pequeña comparada con otras grandes ciudades del mundo, me refiero, pero que en cambio ha conseguido posicionarse desde el punto de vista turístico en competencia directa con ciudades muchísimo más grandes como París, como Londres, como Nueva York. Estamos, desde hace más de 10 años, en el top 5 de las ciudades más visitadas del mundo. Una población que no llega a los 2 millones de habitantes y tenemos cada año más de 6 millones de visitantes. Por lo tanto, y esto es bueno para Córdoba, creo yo, el tamaño no importa. Al menos desde el punto de vista turístico, lo que importa es lo que puedes ofrecer además, ¿no? Además de una buena ciudad, ¿qué ofreces de más? Y por lo tanto, hay oportunidades para todas las ciudades, para jugar en ligas a las que no les correspondría, y por tanto, desde este punto de vista es evidente, se ha comentado esta mañana en varias ocasiones, la ciudad de Córdoba, Andalucía, tiene una grandísima oportunidad ante sí misma, ¿no?, de preguntarse qué más puede ofrecer en relación al turismo halal. Para ello contamos con 4 expertos, que lo que yo destacaría de ellos es que tienen 3 cosas en común, ¿no? Todas son personas que han realizado estudios en prestigiosas universidades, lo cual es de agradecer. En segundo lugar, que son conocedores del sector del turismo y sobre todo de las tecnologías, de las nuevas tecnologías aplicadas al sector del turismo. Y finalmente, una cosa que para mí también considero muy importante, y es que todos ellos son profesores de universidad o al menos dan clases en la universidad, es decir, que transmiten aquellos conocimientos que previamente han adquirido, lo cual es también muy de agradecer. Además, son todas personas que han fundado compañías, fundado organizaciones que se dedican al tema del turismo, por tanto, tienen también un carácter emprendedor muy importante. Empezando primero por la izquierda, se trata del doctor Irfan Ahmad, que es el fundador y director del IRHAL, que es un sitio web de viajes para musulmanes. Existe la aplicación para móvil, se la pueden descargar. Y juega el doctor Ahmad nació en Pakistán, vive en Dubái y ha estado colaborando y asesorando al gobierno pakistaní en temas de comercio internacional, pero también, y esto es importante, juega un papel clave en el desarrollo de la publicidad online en el Medio Oriente, cual es importante porque hay características de este tipo de publicidad muy diferentes en relación a lo que conocemos en Europa. Nos acompaña también el señor Antonio López de Ávila. De él destacaría, por supuesto, que es el presidente de Segitur, la sociedad estatal que se dedica a la aplicación de las nuevas tecnologías en el sector del turismo, pero el señor López de Ávila hace más de 10 años que está vinculado al sector del turismo y, lo digo, digamos, orgullosamente, si España y algunas ciudades españolas están donde están desde el punto de vista del turismo, es gracias a personas que desde hace muchos años han trabajado desde el Ministerio de Turismo para que esto sea así. Luego, durante el debate, podremos discutir qué ciudades españolas, además de Madrid y Barcelona, que serían las clásicas, han conseguido posicionarse en el mercado del turismo mundial de una manera excelente, ¿no? Nos acompaña también el señor Enver Cebi. Es de origen turco, vive cerca de Londres, una ciudad cerca de Londres, entre Birmingham y Londres. El señor Cebi es el director general y fundador de una página web también, una aplicación para móviles que se llama Halal Booking, y como su nombre indica, digamos que es una aplicación especializada en el tema hotelero y bueno, en fin, y las vacaciones del sector musulmán, ¿no?, del turismo musulmán. Por supuesto, también ha ocupado diversos cargos en distintas compañías, pero sobre todo también ha sido profesor universitario, ¿no? Y finalmente, Fazal Bahardin, que también tiene experiencia en el sector del turismo musulmán, y especialmente porque es el propietario fundador de una empresa que se llama Crescent Rating, que es a la vez un portal de Internet donde buscar información sobre turismo halal, pero a la vez también, y esto es importante, es una empresa de consultoría que realiza digamos, estudios de viabilidad para aquellos empresarios que decidan adaptar sus instalaciones de tipo turístico al turismo halal. Por tanto, sin más, daría la palabra, siguiendo este orden, al señor Irfan Ahmad, por favor.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Thank you for inviting me to this event, which unfortunately I have to speak at a time which is right after lunch, but you always have to be thankful for small mercies. The slot of a speaker before lunch is considered to be worse than that of the one following lunch. So at least I'm better off that way. What I'm going to talk about today is about Islamic tourism or halal tourism. I'll tell you my story. I was visiting Paris a long, long time ago, and I was in the Louvre looking at the Mona Lisa. I was very disappointed. It's such a small painting in a room which has much larger ones. After that, I took a bus tour of the city, and while going by the Arc de Triomphe, I noticed a sign of McDonald's. And I realized that that is where I'm going to have my lunch today. As a Muslim tourist, I'd actually gone to Paris to look at the Mona Lisa, the Eiffel Tower, but as a human, as a person, I have some needs. And one of those primary needs is food. I wanted to have halal food. McDonald's, although may be a sign of an international fast food place, but you can expect to get a fish burger there, which sort of conforms with the halal food requirement. So I said my best bet is to get back to the Arc de Triomphe and have my lunch there. Fast forward to another 20 years from that day when I was in Paris. I was in the northernmost city in Norway, in a city called Longyearbyen. It was the month of July, and there was perpetual sunlight. There was no sunrise, there was no sunset. It was always light. I happen to be a practicing Muslim, and as a Muslim, we are required to say our prayers 5 times a day, and each of those prayers is based upon sunrise and sunset. Now, in a city where there was no sunrise and there was no sunset, when was I going to say my, at what time could I say my prayers? I had a problem. These are some of the basic problems associated with a Muslim traveler. Muslim traveler is interested in looking at the sights just as much as a Chinese traveler, or a traveler of a Christian faith, or a traveler of a Jewish faith. Everyone goes out to travel, to explore the world, to see the sights that there are. But we also have a peculiar requirement of our dietary nature, and because of our religious proclivities, we need to know where to go and say our prayers. We need to know where the mosque is. We need to know what the prayer timings are. And we face the direction of Mecca when we are praying. So we need that information. Providing that information makes any tourist destination an Islamic-friendly destination. Cordoba can become that by just assisting the Muslim traveler. Our goal, in order to basically meet the needs of the Muslim traveler, I decided to launch initially a travel website and then a mobile application. We call it Irhal. Irhal is an Arabic word that means to go away. We don't want people to go away. We want people to go away often, repeatedly, so they travel and discover new destinations. We currently have about 90 different city guides. All of those city guides have the halal restaurant listed for each city. All of those city guides have got prayer timings for the city, the location of mosques in each city, and we also have now a mobile app which gives you the direction of Mecca for each of those cities. The website last year generated about 1 million visitors, primarily from the Middle East, because we are a dual language, English and Arabic website and mobile app. 70% of the traffic that comes to the site comes to the Arabic section of it. That is about ourselves, about Irhal. We want to become the largest Muslim travel community. But let's talk about the needs of the Muslim traveler again. So what do? You promote the fact that you have halal food and people from the Muslim world will come to you? No. Muslim tourists are just as much interested in the Eiffel Tower or the Empire State Building or the Sydney Opera House. They're not going to those cities just to eat halal food. They can have halal food at home. But this is a need that they have. So you should not be promoting yourself as Cordoba has halal food. Come and visit us. Nobody's interested in that. I mean, there's so many, there's a shop next to where I live which has halal food. I'm not going to go to Cordoba just because you're promoting halal food. In 1996, I visited Cordoba for the first time with my family. What attracted me here? The Muslim heritage in Spain, the architecture, the famous buildings that I'd heard of, not just Cordoba, but Seville, Andalusia in total. That's Muslim Spain. That's what I had heard of, I had read about. And that is what brought me here. What are the memories that I have? The mosque cathedral. When I looked at this, and I remember that this design looks very similar to the Prophet's mosque in Medina, I relate to something like this. What else do I remember? From my visit, I remember that every time I would enter a restaurant, I would see something like this. Shocking for me as a Muslim. Of course, Cordoba has the best cured ham, but being a Muslim, we do not eat pork. And entering a restaurant that has a whole, not just one leg, but a whole bunch of them, that's a little distracting. Not very welcoming for a Muslim traveler. I'm not telling you that you stop doing that. It's good for your own customers. But perhaps there could be some restaurants which don't have this, which will be more Muslim-friendly. That can help. What else can help? Let's look at what the others have done. Turkey. Turkish soap operas have been exported to the Middle East. Every person in the Middle East is glued to Turkish soap operas. I'm from Pakistan. Currently, it's even being translated into Urdu, and it's showing on Pakistani TV channels. And what is happening? People are flocking to Turkey. People from the Middle East are going to Istanbul. They're going to all the other destinations that are featured on these TV programs. That is what is attracting people. And you have an excellent marketing opportunity right now. Starting middle of April, the Games of Thrones, the 5th season of it, has been shot partially in Andalusia, in Seville, and in other cities. So that's your marketing opportunity. You have the biggest TV program in the world today, which has the largest television audience. That is featuring Andalusia. That's your marketing opportunity. That's when Cordoba can come in and say, this region, we are promoting that. Come and visit us. And we are providing halal food to you. That's what can attract people. How else can you do that? Again, an example from Turkey. Look at this scene. Balloons and a wonderful landscape. Designers from the Middle East, designers from Pakistan are going there, courtesy Turkish Airlines, courtesy Turkish tourism promotion, to do their photo shoots there. Now, when somebody is promoting their designer fabric, the designer garments, the designer outfits, the backdrop is Cappadocia. The backdrop is Istanbul. Why can't we have the backdrop of the cathedral or the mosque in Cordoba? We can have that. We can have the Alhambra as a backdrop. That can bring people in. And what does Spain have to offer? Football. We took away some of you from the El Clasico last night. It was Barcelona versus Madrid. Now just take a look and watch TV during the matches of Barcelona or of Madrid. What do you see on your TV channels? All the commercials that you see, all the signs at the end of the stadium. What are those signs? What are they advertising? All Middle Eastern products. All of the Middle East watches the games of soccer. The game of soccer played around, is watched by people all over the world. But look who's sponsoring it. Emirates Airlines, Qatar Airways, Etihad Airlines. They're sponsoring it. They're promoting it. So why not organize maybe a friendly match in Cordoba? Perhaps it'll be easier to get tickets for those matches because the whole world wants to go to see El Clasico. But what about a friendly match, which is not a league match, but something that Cordoba Tourism is arranging in this region? And that date could be publicized, and that could bring people over. That could create a message. And that is something where my daughter is a Real Madrid fan. She wants to see Ronaldo. She actually went to the Real Madrid cafe that they recently opened in Dubai. And she was standing way back, but she saw Ronaldo and took a picture of him. That's the kind of fervor that there is. That's the kind of need that there is for people to come to Spain. Tap into that. Use that for selling yourself. So the message that I'm trying to bring is you've got to sell yourself. You've got to sell and promote your country, promote what you have. Yes, Islamic tourism is there. Muslim tourism is there. There is an aspect of halal food that's to be catered to. There's an aspect of prayer timings and mosque locations or mats in the hotels where people can pray and direction of Mecca can be pointed out and people can be assisted in doing that. But those are small and trivial things which are so easy to implement. So why don't you help promote yourself aggressively in the region for what you have and bring in that Islamic element in. Bring in that fact that the capital of the Muslim world or all of Europe was Cordoba. I just heard this morning that there were 1 million people living in Cordoba when Paris was a small town. So that's the history of Cordoba. That is what can bring people here. And that's what really needs to be promoted. Thank you. After having said this, let me pull back a little and relate a story which brought me here. It almost so happened that I would not be presenting today. It almost happened. I'll tell you what happened. Saturday afternoon, I was taking a flight from Dubai to Madrid. My flight was at 2:30 in the afternoon. At 1 o'clock, I reached the airport. I checked in my baggage, and I walked towards the departure gate. When I went to the departure gate, it was around 1:15, 1:30. My flight was at 2:30. I had another hour. It was time for prayer. So what I did was I went to the prayer room that they have at Dubai Airport to say my prayers. And before we say our prayers, as Muslims, we are supposed to wash ourselves. So they have a little room there where you sit down and you can wash yourself. So I was doing that. After I finished washing, And it takes about 2 minutes to do your wudu, or your ablution. I came out and I saw that my pull-along bag was missing. It had my passport in it. It had my laptop in it. This presentation was also in there, or parts of it. I had my wallet, I had my boarding card, but I didn't have a passport anymore. I was frantic. My flight was in an hour's time. I immediately rushed to the police office, which was nearby, and I told them that this has happened to me within the last 3 or 4 minutes. And I was like searching, looking around in every direction, where could someone have taken it and stolen and taken it. So I went to the police office, and the policeman there on duty said, "Sit down, wait, we'll find it for you." It was Dubai. I know that they're very efficient. I know that they can do things, so I was a little confident of their abilities. But an hour passed, and my flight had left. I wasn't, I had no idea where my bag was, and I was getting worried. So I was like pacing around, looking in different places. Nothing. 2 hours passed, 3, 4. It was 6:30 in the evening. And by this time, I had written a note to the organizers, an email from my phone. Of course, my laptop was gone. From my phone, I'd sent a message saying that my passport had been lost and I will not be coming to Cordoba. So I already sent that message. And I went to the police officer and I said, now I want to leave. I want to go back to Dubai. I live in Dubai, so I wanted to just go there. The police officer said, okay, we'll escort you to the exit, and then you can leave. So I went there with the police officer. At the exit, the immigration officer said, where's your passport? And I said, I don't have a passport. He said, you can't go out. You can't leave the airport until you have a passport. So I had seen the Terminal movie with Tom Hanks in it, and that's what I was going through then. I was stuck at Dubai airport. They did not allow me to go out. I said, I have an ID which says that I am a resident of Dubai and I've been living there for the last 15 years. But they said, no. I said, how do I solve this? They said, you have to contact your embassy. I said, it's 7 o'clock in the evening, Saturday night. Nobody at the Pakistan consulate or the embassy will be responding to any phone call. And it was right, nobody was responding to any phone call. They said, doesn't matter, wait until tomorrow morning. They'll open the consulate then, and someone will come and they'll give you an out pass, a piece of paper which gives you the ability to go back to Pakistan. And I said, my family lives here. I have a house in Karachi, but in Pakistan, but the keys are also in Dubai. I won't be able to even enter my own home in Pakistan. But he was like, that's how it is. You've lost your passport. You don't have any proof. I said, I have a proof. It's an ID. He said, no, that doesn't work. So just go back. So I sat down, went back to the lounge areas, waited, walked around, took the help of the police, and then tried looking for the lost bag again. It was midnight. Nothing. I had nothing to do. I was unable, I was totally helpless. And at that point, what do people do when they are totally and completely helpless? They remember Allah, they remember God. Because God is the only resource that you have at that point in time who can help you, in whatever way. Because you have lost hope in every human possibility. I had contacted all of my friends who I thought knew someone at the embassy and would bring somebody over on that evening to help me out. I had lost total hope. The only hope I had was God, Allah. And I prayed. And I was on WhatsApp, and my family, extended family who are all on WhatsApp, they all knew about my circumstance. Okay, losing a laptop, losing a bag, it's all fine, it's material, it can come back. But not being able to come out of the airport, that was really something that shocked everyone. And I prayed. At 4 in the morning, I again walked out. And I said, there's one part of the airport that I have not checked. Let me go and check that part. Again, on the way there was that police office, and I asked the police officer there, who knew me, he said, I can't help you. We've tried our best, nothing. We've looked at the cameras and really can't help you with anything at all. He asked me, what are you doing now? I said, I'm going to that other section of the airport. He said, let me call the lost and found in that section. So he called the lost and found in that section. Of course, he had called him many times before, but he called at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he said, we have found your passport. Someone at the lost and found said that somebody came and, they had found the bag somewhere, and the passport was in it. And I was relieved that at least I found my passport. But then, what I heard afterwards, it makes me emotional even now. It had everything in it. My bag had everything in it. My laptop was in there.
I'm sorry, but
everything was in there. And what I believe is the power of prayer. And like somebody I was talking to today said, halal dua or halal prayer is also what you need. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. So, Antonio, it's your time. Sorry for
Not at
when
all.
you travel, there's something to story to explain.
Hola, buenas tardes a todos. En primer lugar, agradezco a la organización la invitación. Es un placer estar aquí y poder compartir con todos ustedes de todas partes del mundo lo que estamos haciendo en España ahora mismo con respecto a turismo y tecnología, que en esta mesa redonda es lo que estamos básicamente tratando. Hace 4 años, cuando llegamos en el gobierno en España, teníamos claro que la situación de España era complicada. Si bien teníamos datos buenos de turismo, si queríamos seguir siendo un país líder como destino turístico, teníamos que apostar por la renovación del modelo turístico español y teníamos que apostar por la tecnología. Con lo cual, en nuestro plan integral o nuestro plan de estrategia de desarrollo turístico 2012-2015, integramos esta transición, la transición de ser un destino maduro, un destino tradicional, a convertirnos en un destino que implementa y que utiliza la tecnología de forma intensiva para poder conseguir sus objetivos. Un destino turístico inteligente. Lo primero que hicimos fue crear en el Comité de Normalización de las Ciudades Inteligentes en España un subcomité ligado al destino turístico inteligente. Es el primer comité de destino turístico inteligente de normalización de un destino turístico inteligente en el mundo. Somos pioneros y este año, antes de final de año, tendremos las 2 primeras normas de normalización de un destino turístico inteligente que se publican a nivel internacional. Tanto es así que tanto la Unión Europea como la International Standard Organization quieren replicar la norma española para poderla llevar no solo a Europa, sino a todo el mundo. La primera actuación de este comité fue desarrollar una definición de lo que era un destino turístico inteligente. Todos teníamos que trabajar en un mismo marco. La definición fue esta que tienen aquí. An innovative tourist destination built on an infrastructure of state-of-the-art technology guaranteeing the sustainable development of tourist areas accessible to everyone, which facilitates the visitor's interaction with and integration into his or her surroundings, increases the quality of the experience at the destination, and improves residents' quality of life. Es larga, es muy larga. Básicamente, esto es lo que define, la infografía que define un destino turístico inteligente. Como ven, según la definición, tenemos un área de tecnología, un área de sostenibilidad, un área de innovación y un área de accesibilidad. Esto es lo que define el modelo destino turístico del siglo XXI, según en España lo entendemos. Conseguimos una mayor interacción e integración del turista en el destino. Por ejemplo, a través de la tecnología conseguiríamos que todos aquellos turistas musulmanes que practican y que desean obtener o conseguir locales donde puedan poder comer con comida halal, como nos comentaban, pues puedan disponer de tecnología que les permite esa información. Incluso antes de llegar a España. Pueden descargarse aplicaciones que le dicen dónde pueden desarrollar ese turismo halal en España con todos los recursos disponibles a su alcance. Nos permite mejorar la competitividad del destino, porque mejoramos también la competitividad de las empresas que radican en el destino. Y nos permite mejorar la calidad de vida del residente. Y es importante, puesto que en muchas ciudades del mundo en las que el impacto del turismo es muy importante, hemos llegado a ser testigos de movimientos en contra del turismo por parte de residentes porque se ven invadidos por la afluencia del turista. Esto es algo que podemos y que debemos evitar. La tecnología hoy en día nos lo permite. Cuando hablamos de tecnología aplicada al destino turístico inteligente, hablamos de antes, durante y después del viaje. Antes, a través de las páginas web, a través de las redes sociales, durante, a través de las aplicaciones móviles que pueden no solo ofrecer información al turista en tiempo real, sino también captar información del turista, permitiéndonos conocerlo mejor, ofrecerle un mejor servicio, adelantarnos incluso a sus exigencias o a sus posibilidades y, por supuesto, aprender de ellos siendo mucho mejor gestor. Podemos desarrollar una base de datos del comportamiento del turista en el territorio como antes nunca hemos podido tener. Nos permitiría, por ejemplo, conocer cuánta gente está desarrollando o desea tener un turismo halal en España de los casi 65 millones de turistas que nos visitaron el año pasado. Nos visitaron 65 millones de turistas, pero impactaron en el territorio 108 millones de personas, de los cuales 65 eran turistas. 65 millones durmieron en España, pero 108 millones de personas vinieron a España, comieron en España, se movieron por España, con lo cual, hoy por hoy el desconocimiento que tenemos de cuántas de esos turistas, de esos 108 millones de personas, de los cuales 65 millones son turistas, el año pasado estuvieron en España que deseaban disfrutar en España de un turismo halal. Deseaban tener información para poder disfrutar de su experiencia en España de una forma completa. Hasta ese momento, imposible. A partir de ahora, cada día más, la tecnología nos permitirá hacerlo. Todos estos datos se consolidan en una base de datos, en un Big Data, que trabajando con el sector privado y arreglando un gran sistema de conocimiento turístico, podemos dar en abierto de forma que todos aprendamos. Esto es lo que llamamos nosotros un Smart Tourist System, que en español lo definimos como un sistema de inteligencia turística, que es el mayor business intelligence que se está desarrollando hoy en día a nivel mundial. Y lo estamos poniendo en marcha ahora aquí en España. Sostenibilidad en todos sus aspectos, sostenibilidad medioambiental, social, económica y cultural. Accesibilidad va mucho más allá de la filosofía de entender que es necesario que cualquier persona en cualquier momento tenga la discapacidad que pueda tener en algún momento de su vida, pueda disfrutar de vacaciones. Es además un nicho de negocio muy importante. En Europa se calcula que hay unos 200 millones de personas que necesitarían algún tipo de accesibilidad en su viaje. Con lo cual, si España no es un destino accesible, estamos cerrándonos al mercado de 200 millones de personas solamente hablando de Europa. Estamos desarrollando tecnología que nos permite gestionar el flujo de los turistas en tiempo real en el territorio. Estamos desarrollando energía que nos permite ser mucho mejor gestores de la energía, que el sector turístico es gran consumidor de la energía y de agua. Con lo cual, era sumamente importante, sobre todo cuando hablamos de las islas, de dos archipiélagos que tiene España, Baleares y Canarias, que son totalmente dependientes del petróleo. Necesitamos que ese turista o que ese destino sea mucho más sostenible medioambientalmente y estamos desarrollando y poniendo en marcha allí muchas energías alternativas renovables para obtener energía limpia. Y porque además el turista hoy en día lo agradece. Por ejemplo, el turista inglés, el turista alemán, agradecen y están dispuestos a pagar siempre un poco más por un destino que sea sostenible medioambientalmente. Estamos desarrollando de mano con la empresa privada, a través de préstamos a muy bajo interés, todo tipo de tecnología ligada a este nuevo paradigma que sería el destino turístico inteligente. Por ejemplo, videoguías, aplicaciones móviles. Estamos trabajando con las grandes operadoras tecnológicas de teléfonos, como Movistar en España, BBVA, Banca o empresas privadas que están desarrollando conocimiento y recogiendo conocimiento en tiempo real de qué ocurre en nuestro país. A través de las operadoras de teléfono nos sabemos cuántas personas de cada país están en ese momento en el territorio, porque todo el mundo cuando llega al país a lo mejor no conecta datos, pero sí conecta en sus móviles la voz y todos viajamos con un móvil. Con lo cual podemos traquear de forma anónima por nacionalidad cómo se mueve ese turista en el territorio. Podemos saber cómo y cuándo gasta el dinero y en qué gasta el dinero. Podemos saber dónde se hospeda y qué tipo de hospedaje está eligiendo. Todo esto nos lleva a crear ese gran sistema de inteligencia turística que nos permite hacer las cosas mejor. No solo desde el punto de vista del gestor, sino desde el punto de vista de promoción. En España hemos desarrollado ya 10 proyectos piloto en 10 distintos sitios del país. Por ejemplo, en la Isla del Hierro, primera Smart Island del mundo, se desarrolló un sistema Wi-Fi que permite que el turista se conecte gratis, nos da mucha información y a ellos les da la posibilidad de tener conectividad. Estamos sensorizando la isla. Hay aplicaciones que aplican al territorio. Hemos desarrollado la primera central hidroeólica del mundo que permitirá que en el año 2020 sea una isla que tenga emisiones cero. El impacto social es muy alto y muy positivo en toda la isla. En Palma de Mallorca hemos desarrollado la mayor extensión de zona Wi-Fi gratis de toda Europa. Estamos desarrollando un Customer Mobile Experience, una plataforma que nos permite monitorizar y aprender de cómo se comporta el turista en el territorio, desarrollando una plataforma de inteligencia turística que permite que el empresario pueda aprender de todos esos datos y pueda ofrecer al turista aquello que el turista necesita. Por ejemplo, en este caso, como comentábamos, todo lo que es relacionado con el turismo halal. Por supuesto, el impacto social siempre es bienvenido porque se hacen las cosas con conocimiento y siempre implicando a la sociedad civil. En Badajoz, por ejemplo, una ciudad fronteriza con Portugal, estamos desarrollando de forma concreta este sistema de inteligencia turístico, recogiendo datos estructurados y no estructurados como nunca antes se había hecho y dejando que el servidor social, el servidor funcionario de los ayuntamientos o los gestores del destino puedan entender cómo hacer las preguntas y puedan visualizar toda la información en tiempo real, de forma muy intuitiva. Como hemos hablado del antes, del durante y del después, nosotros en el antes hemos cambiado nuestra página web. La página de promoción turística de España cambió de una forma radical en el año 2013, mucho más visual, mucho más interactiva, permite la comercialización directa de todo tipo de programas o de productos turísticos. Por ejemplo, si evolucionamos en esta oferta de turismo halal en España, se podría crear una categoría en la que todos los empresarios que tienen algún tipo de producto o servicio ligado con turismo halal lo podrían publicar gratuitamente ahí, con lo cual cualquier persona lo visitan en torno a unos 16 millones de turistas todos los años. Pueden ver antes de hacer su viaje a España cuál es la región y cuáles son los productos que mejor se adaptan a lo que ellos necesitan conocer en nuestro país. Hoy por hoy tenemos información en torno a casi 1000 referencias a lo que es la herencia musulmana o la herencia árabe en España, pero visto y comprobado antes de venir aquí, no tenemos hoy por hoy ninguna referencia al turismo halal. Con lo cual, he hablado con el doctor y hemos quedado en que me va a pasar sus aplicaciones para incorporarlas para empezar a dar información de turismo halal en España. Porque existe, chequearemos la aplicación y si es correcta, perfecto, estará ahí. Poco a poco iremos introduciendo la información. Y en aplicaciones, pues por supuesto, las aplicaciones móviles responden a 3 necesidades clave del turista. Movilidad, la información en tiempo real y la geolocalización de los recursos turísticos. Con lo cual, para hacer efecto demostrador, nosotros, desde el Ministerio de Turismo de España, desarrollamos una plataforma llamada Spending Apps que nos permitía generar muchas aplicaciones de una forma muy eficiente en muchos temas. En turismo de naturaleza, turismo de monumentos, turismo familiar, guías de turismo, turismo de playas o ligados al mundo acuático, de forma que todas ellas tenían una serie de requisitos como la geolocalización de los recursos, permitían utilizarla sin roaming, permite incorporar y enriquecerla con el contenido generado por el usuario, social media, gaming, accesibilidad, la posibilidad de reservar y pagar, es decir, si tenemos información de producto o recursos halal, lo podemos incorporar de forma automática y, por supuesto, nos permite monitorizar de forma anónima al turista. Esto nos está permitiendo crear este tipo de mapas de calor que nos permite saber desde qué países del mundo están descargándose aplicaciones incluso antes de llegar a España y cómo se utilizan este tipo de aplicaciones en el territorio. Esto es la ciudad de Santander durante el Mundial de Vela que tuvo lugar el verano pasado. Y estos son descargas que hubo, por ejemplo, en París o en algún país del este de Europa, que aún la verdad es que se me escapan no sé cuáles. Con lo cual, realmente, ¿qué estamos haciendo? utilizando la tecnología para mejorar de una forma completa la experiencia del turista en nuestro país. Y siempre con dos claves en la cabeza: la innovación y la creatividad, porque el sector turístico es un sector que debe ser innovador y que debe utilizar la creatividad, porque estamos trabajando en crear experiencias para otros. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Muy bien, es el turno de Enver Cebi, por favor.
Good afternoon. Thank you for attending our presentation. Sorry,
You have to look there, to point
Yeah.
there, and with this one, the last one.
this one, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming back. First of all, I'd like to give a brief snapshot about our company. We are halalbooking.com is an online booking service for halal holidays, where a Muslim traveler can find a hotel suitable for them in any destination and filter the hotels, what services the hotel provides, such as from big beach resorts, if the hotel has segregated, dedicated women-only pools, and just to a normal city hotel where if the hotel has halal menu, halal food in the menu. We are a global company. We have customers from 73 countries so far. We provide the booking engine in 7 different languages. This is mainly English, German, French, Russian, Turkish, and Arabic, which are the main markets for us. We offer booking service in 45 different currencies, and we have 24 local call center numbers in 24 countries. Fundamentally, we are a technology company and a marketing company, but I'm not going to talk about technology here. I'd like to discuss about what Andalusia, Cordoba can offer for halal tourism. Coming to the Muslim, statistically, how many Muslim travelers visit Spain per year? This is 2 million at the moment, which is a big number, but having Spain as a top destination in the world, this is a small number for Spain. So Spain needs to find a way what to offer for Muslim travelers to attract more Muslim travelers from all over the world. One thing we thinking about Andalusia as a twin center halal holidays destination, where it can offer city break, which is with heritage and tours, and a beach resort or private villa in a single trip. So this is our website, the booking part of the website, where we have customers from 73 countries. It's all mainly Muslim travelers. The booking engine, the booking website provides precise total family pricing, which is at the moment none of the booking website provides such things for beach resorts for big families. Room occupancy rules, multi-room bookings, instant booking confirmation. We have a connection with channel management system, and via channel management systems, we give the confirmation for the hotel bookings. Best price guarantee. So Spain. Spain has favorable climate and geographical location very suitable for our customers, which are mainly at the moment we have customers, 70% of our customers is coming from West Europe, and Spain is about 2 hours away from Western Europe. Then we have Gulf countries, which is our growing market, and North Africa. It's again Spain in the middle of all our destinations, all our markets. Spain has diverse, rich history, popular city break destination. You know, Cordoba is the greatest city for Muslim traveler in the Europe, I would say. But, popular beach holiday destinations, especially among our European customers, which are looking, you know, mainly from Germany, France, Scandinavian countries. There are Muslim travelers living there, but they want to go on beach holidays for leisure facilities. Then we, of special interest to Muslim due to Islamic heritage, as you know, Cordoba, Andalusia, Granada, they have these cities have great heritage history to offer. Ideal place for combining city break with a beach holiday in a single trip. Like flights from most of the destination coming to Madrid or Barcelona, and via and then another local domestic flight to Seville airport for heritage. So people can come for city breaks in Madrid or in Cordoba, and then for 2-3 nights, days have a tour, heritage or shopping, and then go to a private villa or beach resorts in Marbella, for instance. So this is in a single trip, a beach resort with you know, city breaks. So we have 4 holiday categories on halalbooking.com, which are city breaks, beach resort, private villas, health resort. I will carry on with each of them, you know, describing what we mean, what Muslim travelers looking for a city break or beach resort when they come, what's their need. So in a city break, hotels, it's mainly hotels, city hotels, and heritage tours. A Muslim traveler in a hotel, they're looking for a halal food, first of all. It is a need for a Muslim traveler staying in a hotel. You know, if the hotel has halal food, that's, you know, adding great value for the hotel. Non-alcoholic drinks, it can be in some you know, European countries, it is almost impossible, but for Muslim travelers, hotel can remove the all alcoholic drinks from the minibar, for instance. We have contracts with several hotels where, you know, they serve alcohol, but we put it on important notes that these hotels serve alcohol, but when a booking coming through halalbooking.com to the hotel, they know these customers and they remove immediately from the minibar all the alcoholic drinks. And Qibla direction in the room, prayer rugs, this is adding value for Muslim traveler when they're coming to a city hotel. Then outside of the hotel, also heritage tours can be offered. On Halal Booking, when a customer choosing a hotel, they can add some sightseeing tours as extras. Islamic, it's not necessarily has to be an Islamic tour, but you know, if someone coming to let's say to Cordoba, they're mostly interested in visiting Islamic heritage places and also general heritage tours. Other sightseeing tours of interest to Muslims, some cathedral might be interested to visit. Halal dining is also important when if they know there is a halal restaurant outside, you know. For instance, yesterday I heard that there is in Cordoba there is a Michelin star halal restaurant, which is a great thing to have, especially with the Spanish cuisine, but halal. That's what actually Muslim travelers they want. When they go to other countries, they want to taste the local cuisine, but halal, with a halal certification, obviously. Coming to the beach resorts, these resorts are, it's a massive project actually. It is mainly exists in Turkey, in UAE, and in Egypt. For a hotel to be listed on halalbooking.com as a beach resort, we require the following elements, which is halal food, obviously it's important, non-alcoholic drinks, and then if the hotel has some dedicated women-only facilities, such as swimming pools, spa facilities, saunas, where women, they have privacy, 100% guaranteed, and they can use it for leisure activities. And other things like Qibla direction, entertainment program, etc. It is also, adding value to the hotel. But the most significant part is here the leisure facilities where Muslim traveler, Muslim family they need is dedicated women-only spa facilities and swimming pool. In some hotels, even they have beach part as well for women. In Turkey, this is a picture of one of the resorts in Turkey. Actually, you can this part. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Is the oh yeah. This is the beach part for women. This is because from the balcony of the hotel to avoid the they put it to not to be overlooked from the balcony of the hotel, but it has also these things here where it's a swim. Sorry, this is here actually. There's a swimming pool here, which has sunlight from outside, but not visible from the balcony side of the hotel. Obviously, this is a massive project for Spain, but we will come to it later. Yeah. So reasons for Twin Center. This is, in a single trip, you can combine active sightseeing and relaxing holiday, and all family group are happy. For all the kids, they can, explore Alhambra Palace, the Great Mosque of Cordoba. Smaller kids, younger kids, they can splash in the water where they have swimming pools and other activities. Cost saving for air tickets. In one air ticket, they have two trips. So I will give you some examples of twin centers. For instance, in Turkey, we have this very popular product, which is Istanbul combining with a resort. Muslim travelers, they're coming to Istanbul, they're having sightseeing of Ottoman heritage tours, and they're staying in a city hotel. And then with a domestic flight, they go 1 hour flight, it's usually from Istanbul to Kosta Resort. They visit a beach resort. This is actually a resort where they have women-only beach side and men-only beach side. It is segregated again. This is another hotel in Turkey, which is a beach resort. This is a women-only pool, and it's not overlooked from, it is totally secluded. And the beach side as well. There is a beach area, it's dedicated for women, and the pool. Another example is Egypt, where customers can combine Cairo city break with the ancient pyramids and Islamic heritage tours, and then a hotel in Egypt, which is in the north coast of Egypt. It's called Porto Marina Beach Resort. This is actually a hotel where they have dedicated women-only leisure facilities, such as swimming pool and spas, and the hotel doesn't serve alcohol. Dubai, obviously, in one city, you can have both, shopping and sightseeing, and also a beach. This is a villa resort in Abu Dhabi called Al Maha, where a pool has totally secluded. It's not visible from outside, so a Muslim family can enjoy the swimming pool. A Muslim woman, they can enjoy sunbathing without being seen from outside. And that's what actually a Muslim traveler wants for a leisure holiday. In Andalusia, in Cordoba, what can be done as a city break? Cordoba is a great mosque, Roman bridge, Tower of Calahorra, Medina al-Zahra. In Granada, Alhambra Palace, and Albaicin and New Mosque of Granada. And then Seville, the cathedral, which is Al-Mahad Mosque, and other sightseeing as well. So for halal tourist requirements in these cities, actually we need more city hotels which serve some halal food in the menu at least. And also obviously DMC tour operators, local, where they can provide dedicated designed daily tours for Muslim travelers. What can be done in Andalusia as a beach resort, versus villas? Because beach resort is a massive project for Spain to have. It's big investment needed, but there is something can be done easily, which are villa resorts, for instance. Villa resort is smaller and more realistic proposition, where it simply can be done by just providing a private pool, which is not visible from outside. So if a Muslim woman come to the pool, so it's not overlooked from outside. She has sunbathing without being seen from outsider. That's the number one criteria for a Muslim traveler going for a villa resort. So I'm sure there are a number of villas can be found in Spain. So if a Muslim traveler, especially from Western Europe, they need much of these things, coming to Spain, they can combine a single a city hotel sightseeing with a private villa. Example of Malta, for instance, it's a non-Muslim country where we have villa holiday destination. And I'll give you some examples of those villas. This is one of the villas we have. It is normal, house, and there's a swimming pool, which is, providing 100% seclusion, and it is the nearby. There are some halal food restaurants, etc. So that's what Muslim traveler needs actually. So it is swimming pool, leisure facilities, and there is a halal restaurant as well nearby. This is a villa in Malta actually. So it's also has private pool. And it has also indoor pool as well as outdoor pool. And it is one of the most selling private villas in Malta for us. The company actually in Malta, it is
Remember, you can hurry up, please.
Sorry. This is another villa in Malta. So I'll just quickly pass this. This is indoor view. It's a great view from the villa, and again, the seclusion is provided by there's some trees and etc. It's in Turkey. So what halal booking can do in terms of for local DMCs or hoteliers? Because we are a marketing company as well, we have about 100,000 of subscribers, and we've been in the market for more than 5 years. We know our market, so we can share market insights with the suppliers, with the hotels, to design the hotels facilities for Muslim travelers, and supporting DMCs on design the itineraries for tours, then facilitating familiarization of some hoteliers, investors, to visit our hotels in other destinations. This is some of the projects actually ongoing in Turkey. The investor is building this private villa hotel service where each room has their own pool. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. The good thing of speaking last is most of what I had to say has already been said. Anyway, because of that and because of timing reasons, I'll just talk about what we do, and then I'll play a video of the last report that we released a couple of weeks ago with MasterCard on the Muslim tourism market. Before I do that, and it's part of our report also, I think we talked a lot about in the morning about what Spain or Cordoba could do to get into the halal economy as quickly as possible. Actually, I think tourism is probably the easiest one. Even before you talk about your halal food and stuff like that, tourism is probably the easiest one to try and get into. As actually the report that we released last week, we estimate that 2.5 million out of the 67 million tourists who came to Spain are Muslim tourists, which is only about 4%. 4% is far below the 10 to 12% of the Muslim travel market globally. So you're far below, and that means there's a huge opportunity to try and get to at least, make the arrivals, tourist arrivals at least to about, let's say, 6-7%. So I'll talk about our report quickly. So before we do that, let me just see if this works. Yeah, okay. So this is what we do. We have two brands, actually. One is Crescent Rating, which we started in 2008. So we are in this for the last 6-7 years. So we do rating and accreditation. So we have a rating system to rate the hotels, travel agents, tour packages. So what we try to do is try and bring a kind of a global standard to understand what the services offer across the whole value chain of travel industry, from hotels, travel agents, tour packages, restaurants, spas, and we do a lot of workshops and training, mainly to tourism boards, city governments, hotels. By the way, I think this is the, if you want to get into the Muslim travel market, this is the most important thing. And because we do work with a lot of tourism boards around the world, from Tourism New Zealand to tourism organization in Japan, the most important thing from my experience working in the last few years in the industry is that educating the travel industry about the Muslim market. Because most often, all of the travel industry in a city have completely different ideas about what this market is, completely different understanding what halal food is, or completely different understanding. So it's important that the whole industry understands the same thing if you want to develop this market. And this is what we have done in many parts of the world. We have been, the last 4 years, we have been releasing annual ranking of how the countries stack up in terms of attracting the Muslims. So since starting this year, this is rebranded with MasterCard. So it's called MasterCard Crescent Rating Global Muslim Travel Index. So you will see the video in a little while, and you will know what it is. So I'll leave it for that. We do a lot of research and consultancy again, with city governments, tourism boards. We currently we do a lot of work with the Japanese tourism boards, some of the city governments there. The last week I was actually in Fukuoka. That's what we do on Crescent Rating. I'm going to skip the other stuff. We also have Halal Trip, which is a consumer brand, which is very close, similar to what Irfan does in Irhal and Halal Booking does so it's similar but different. So I think each of us, Irhal, Halal Booking, Halal Trip has very different angles to helping the Muslim travelers understand and make inspired and educated choices when they come to plan their trips. So that's what we do, Halal Trip, which we were testing Halal Trip for about 1 year during 2014. So we have completely revamped the website and released it about 2-3 weeks ago, the new Halal Trip website. We also have, oh, that's Cordoba on our Halal Trip website. You can go and have a look what we write about Cordoba. We can talk about it later. We also have a mobile application. Actually, we released about 2 months ago, which is based on food, halal food. And what we wanted to do was we wanted to make halal food discovery much more fun for Muslims travel, rather than listing out restaurants. It's more of a Instagram-like application. You spot a dish, you upload, and others can find if they are looking for a dish in the vicinity. That also has our in-flight prayer calculator, which is the prayer calculator for flights. That's the only calculator available in the world today. And we are going to add more stuff into the application as we go along. So that's...
What are the world's most popular destinations in the Muslim travel market? Let's find out. Halal tourism has become one of the biggest phenomena in the global travel industry in recent times. What started off as a niche market a decade ago is now one of the fastest growing markets in the global tourism sector, worth billions of dollars annually. MasterCard and Crescent Rating have come together to release the Global Muslim Travel Index, GMTI, the most comprehensive research that has ever been released on the halal tourism sector. The GMTI has looked at in-depth data covering 100 destinations across the world, from Asia, Middle East, Europe to America, creating an overall index based on a number of criteria to reveal a fascinating insight into the industry. The criteria for the reports were suitability as a holiday destination, family friendliness and safety, Muslim-friendly services and facilities available at the destination, halal awareness and reach out to Muslims at the destination. The GMTI 2015 shows that Malaysia is the #1 destination across the globe, with a GMTI score of 83.8 in the Muslim travel market. It is followed by Turkey, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. How about the non-OIC destinations? Well, in non-OIC destinations, Singapore came first with a GMTI score of 65.1, and the ranking also saw Thailand, UK, South Africa and France make the top 5. In 2014, Saudi Arabia saw the highest number of Muslim arrivals into the country, with 10.2 million, followed by Turkey at 7.6 million and Malaysia with 5.9 million.
The MasterCard Crescent Rating Global Muslim Travel Index today has set a real precedent for the tourism industry. Not only is it the most in-depth research that we have undertaken so far on the fast-growing Muslim travel market, but it has provided all stakeholders with some invaluable insights into how the halal-friendly tourism sector is growing and developing from a global perspective. We have seen a huge shift towards more destinations targeting this sector like Japan and Taiwan recently, and it is a trend we expect will continue.
The GMTI study also revealed that in 2014, Muslim travel market was worth $145 billion, with 108 million Muslim travelers representing 10% of the entire travel economy. This is forecasted to grow to 150 million visitors by 2020, and 11% of the market segment, with a market value projected to grow to $200 billion.
MasterCard is delighted to be partnering with Crescent Rating in the development of the Global Muslim Traveller Index. This is part of a series of information bulletins that we'll be putting out in support of our travelling community to ensure that they get safe, secure and reliable advice about making informed travel choices. Travel is a very important and growing segment in this part of the world, and the Muslim traveller segment especially so. We're very excited about the potential of this index, and happy travelling.
The GMTI is the most important research and benchmark to date for destinations across the world. To download the full report, please visit crescentrating.com/GMTI 2015.
So there you are. So you have now benchmark how you to see how your destinations fare. It's a very comprehensive report. You can download the report, and we are going to issue more reports as we go along, taking different parts of the Muslim tourism market so that the destinations will be able to better understand where they stand.
Bien. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. So we thank you very much for all the information that have been supplied by the speakers. And now we have time for a couple or three questions from, first of all, we'll start with the audience because we have been using all our time. So is there any question from the audience about, please? There's a question over there.
Yo tengo una pregunta para don Antonio. Bueno, yo soy David Nieto, represento a FEPAMIC en la Federación de Córdoba de Personas con Discapacidad y ha hablado de la accesibilidad como un pilar importante dentro de las funciones que Segitur está ahora mismo desempeñando a nivel de turismo. ¿Podría ser más concreto? Quisiera yo saber exactamente qué están haciendo en materia de accesibilidad y cómo lo están vinculando con las nuevas tecnologías. Gracias.
Pues básicamente lo que estamos haciendo hoy por hoy es cuando alguien toma la iniciativa de transformar su destino, su municipio, de un destino tradicional a un destino inteligente, el primer paso que hay que hacer es un diagnóstico del destino. Hacemos el diagnóstico del destino, trazamos un plan de acción para cubrir aquellas partes que vemos más débiles y se traza un plan director en el que el destino escoge qué acciones dentro de todas las que se han establecido, se han identificado en el plan de acción, son prioritarias. Nosotros hoy por hoy en España lo que estamos haciendo en primer lugar son diagnósticos de cada uno de los destinos, de esos 10 destinos que hemos comentado antes. En cada uno de ellos se analiza el destino, el municipio en este caso, en los 4 ejes fundamentales: innovación, sostenibilidad, accesibilidad y en tecnología. Normalmente los destinos españoles en sostenibilidad están bastante bien, se ha trabajado mucho durante muchos años. En temas de tecnología suelen estar a medio camino, hay algunos destinos que tienen más desarrollado que otros, y en temas de accesibilidad pasa más o menos igual. Nosotros cuando hemos desarrollado todo el área de accesibilidad, de ese diagnóstico del destino en accesibilidad, no lo hemos hecho nosotros por nuestra cuenta, nos hemos puesto en manos de Ilunion y de Predif. Y con ellos vamos de la mano y Predif básicamente es la entidad que nos está haciendo el diagnóstico en cada uno de los destinos. Básicamente prueban no solo lo que es la infraestructura arquitectónica pública, sino también intentamos tener alguna aproximación a lo que es el establecimiento privado y también revisamos toda la parte digital, los servicios digitales que hay previstos en ese destino antes, durante y después del contacto que tiene la persona con esa cierta discapacidad. Después de tener ese diagnóstico, trazamos planes de acción en cada una de las áreas. Y, por ejemplo, en el Ayuntamiento de Las Palmas, que ya hicimos el diagnóstico, en el que salió que tenían muchas carencias en temas de accesibilidad, la concejal de accesibilidad del municipio, que estaba trabajando muy orientada a lo que era accesibilidad para el residente de la ciudad, han empezado a trabajar con el área de turismo y están desarrollando planes de accesibilidad ligados a infraestructura, creación de productos y de servicios ligados a personas, por ejemplo, que viajan en cruceros, que es un medio de transporte muy usado por personas con discapacidad, pues que cuando lleguen a la ciudad de Las Palmas tengan ya una experiencia creada ligada a personas que necesitan este tipo de requerimientos. O sea que lo estamos haciendo muy de mano con las personas que saben del tema de accesibilidad.
Gracias.
Muy bien, otra pregunta por allí, primera fila.
Si quieres saber más, cruzamos tarjetas luego y te comento.
Thank you. My name is Horacio González Alemán. I'm the Director General of the Food, which is a agri-food consultancy company. And my question is for all the members of the panel. And it's, to what extent is food important for the touristic offer? Thank you.
If I may, yeah. You know, I tell tourism boards, if you spend a whole lot of money bringing a tourist to your city, and the tourist in the city has to spend half a day finding where to eat, you lost your dollars bringing in the tourist. So halal food is a people, as Irfan said, people don't come here to eat halal food. But people, you have to make it But if you don't have halal food, people won't come. So the food is an important element, but which basically you want the tourists to come here and enjoy what Cordoba has to offer without requiring them to worry about where to eat and where to pray. I think that's why food is so important.
For our supply chain team, we have target to add Andalusia as a destination in near future. But the biggest barrier for us, we can't find a single hotel where they offer halal food, at least in the menu. Not completely halal, but at least something they have in the menu to offer for customers. There's only one hotel listed in Spain on halalbooking.com, and that's Alanda Hotel in Marbella. They serve halal food. But it is becoming difficult for us to find a hotel, a city hotel, where they have something in the menu halal.
If you think that the food is a basic need for anyone, so it's very important for any tourists that come here. It's our duty to prepare the destination for these people. We are already doing with the Chinese people because they eat different food in different times. They need to eat tea and soups every day, in every moment. So hotels in Spain, they are getting prepared to receive this and to welcome this Chinese tourist. So we have to do the same with the halal tourist. So I think this is very important. I've been tweeting already the name of all these companies in order to all these Spanish tourist entrepreneurs and businessmen who want to welcome the halal tourist in Spain. They can be prepared and contact them. So it's the best way to do it.
I think the tourist decides not on the basis of halal food, but on the aspirational aspects of the destination. If I want to visit Cordoba because of the Islamic aspects behind it, I will come to Cordoba despite the fact that there is nothing halal, no halal food. So I will survive on fish, but like Fazal also said, there is a problem. We don't want to waste our time searching for halal restaurants or halal food, but it is the core driving force behind the visit by a Muslim traveler is the attraction of the place. That's what has to be sold. Yes, you provide him that extra bit of comfort by giving him Muslim-friendly facilities. I'll give you an example of what Switzerland has now started doing. The summer months are the biggest months for tourism. Summer holidays, schools are off. But summer these days is also the time for Ramadan, which is a month of fasting, where people, Muslims, they fast from before sunrise until sunset. So they're not eating anything at all throughout the day. But before sunrise, at around 3:30 or 4 in the morning, they want to have breakfast. So the Swiss hotels have prepared special breakfast facilities for the Muslim tourists at 4 in the morning. And at sunset time, they have provided them with food to break their fast. And people like to pray in congregation together after sunset. So they have made a special room, where you can have a conference or something else. Why not just put some rugs over there and people can pray over there? So you provide that very small facility, and the tourist will be happy with that. Yeah. So these are small things which you just have to think forward. Summer is the time for tourism for people from the Middle East. They like visiting Switzerland. They like the climate there. It's nice and cool. But they don't want to go there because, who is going to give them breakfast at 4 in the morning? They don't want to be starving all day without breakfast. So the hotel provides that facility. It's not a very big deal. It's something minor, but you have to adapt to that. Like you said, giving Chinese food to the Chinese, that's important for them. Yeah. It will encourage more of them to come.
Yeah. And I think sorry.
Sure. Sí, sí. su turno. Por
Ju-
favor,
ju- Just
adelante,
a
adelante.
quick one, just to let you know, countries like, you wouldn't imagine, like Japan, are doing it right now. So I think for a country like Spain, it's much more easier to do it than a country like Japan, who are beginning to do that.
So we must be doing something wrong, because if Spain is the third more visited country in the world, and when you look in the study shows that Islamics or Arabics look to Spain like the sixth option before to travel around, there is something wrong. What is wrong? Is the service that we provide, the attractive, the lack of halal industry sector? So something wrong we are doing, for sure.
Yeah, I think we are wrong because we are not prepared to receive, to welcome this kind of tourism. That's why, if they think about us as a destination and we cannot provide them with their needs, we are failing them. So we have to be prepared. It's our duty.
I think if you provide more tickets to the Real Madrid games or the Barcelona games, there'll be more Middle Eastern people coming. Make it easy for them. Have a special quota for them for tickets, then they'll come. It's important to market Spain more aggressively. I think that's important. You've got to promote yourself. You've got to tell people. Everyone has a whole world in front of them to visit. You know, why will they go to one particular destination? I mean, there is one other element, which is visas. That's a blocking thing. You know, if you don't get a visa, then it's very difficult to travel.
Thank you very much. I'm Nuraisha, I'm from Malaysia. I'd just like to tell you here, especially the panel and also the members here, there are travelers and there are travelers, which means there are discerning travelers who not only know about the history of certain country, but are so well introduced to the country, like Spain, for example, thanks to, what do you call that, MasterChef USA, what is that, MasterChef Australia, and there are a lot of series, television series, that actually introduce Spain to us, especially in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore. AFC channel, Asian Food Channel, and the other travel channel. And we are introduced to Spain, not only by Alhambra and all that, but because of such travel and food series that was introduced by Gwyneth Paltrow. And there was this lady, you know, after midnight kind of thing. And I tell you, for 2 weeks, I had sleepless night because I was so excited to come to Spain because of the food that was introduced via television. I want to taste all those glorious food, you know, glorious food of Spain. But I must tell you that I'm very hungry at the moment. I couldn't have anything that is possible halal at the hotel that I was staying. I'm staying right now. And I think whatever you say, food is the way to everything. To win a husband is how you have to cook very well, right? It's through the stomach. And prayer time, we can tell what prayer time is. If you're a good Muslim, if you want to pray, anywhere at all you can pray. Just lay your prayer mat and pray. But you can't get halal food, and that is really painful. So I think, you know, Spain is glorious. I love Spain. We love Spain. And who doesn't know about Cordoba? Who doesn't know about Granada? Even the words Granada, Cordoba is so exotic. But I think your halal food has got to be something that you have to upgrade in the sense that it has to be more widespread. And I truly am very hungry at the moment. Honestly. Honest to goodness. Yes, no, seriously, I've not had dinner for 2 nights. Now, I think Spain, you don't have to tell what Spain has got to do. The Islamic heritage, we all know it, especially those who go to school. You know, unless you do not go to school. But in Malaysia right now, I must say my neighbor, Indonesia and Singapore, we are all going all out as travelers now. I mean, we have the purchasing power. I mean, whatever it is, we do have the purchasing power that we never had before. But now as the growth, economic growth goes up, we have that, the power to buy things. Who doesn't know about Spain? The shoes, the leather goods that you have. But again, to weed us is through the stomach. So, I must say that it may sound trivial, but I think this is very important. And I think, Spain will win very easily as a top tourist center. Very, very easily. The guys are handsome. The women are beautiful. Penelope, is it the actress? Yes. Who doesn't know? I mean, you have the ambassadors and the ambassadors to promote Spain. But again, to win us, please make our stomach happy. I'm speaking for a lot of
Okay. My name is Farooq Raza. I'm from the UK. I'm managing director of an Islamic finance advisory firm. After this illustrious, count and recount of Muslim travelers, choices and dilemmas, I would just like to compliment with a few things with my own experience. 19 years ago, I came to Cordoba first time, and I was with my dad. So both of us, we came here driving from Granada. So we stayed in Granada for 8 days. We actually went there for 2 days. We stayed there for 8 days because we liked it so much. And there was halal food available there. And there were mosques also to pray. We came to Cordoba, very, very excited. For all my life, I have been dreaming of going to Cordoba, visiting the mezquita and so on. We came here, we did our visit, and we left Cordoba in half a day. Why? Because we could not find any halal food, and because we could not find anywhere to pray. So what we did was, we decided to go back to Granada and stay for another couple of days there. So the point I'm trying to make here is that the food will not bring you to Cordoba. What will bring you is other things, right?
It'll make you stay there.
Food will keep you here, and if there is no halal food, then possibly you are shortening, the time that the tourist is spending here. That's one thing. Second thing also I want to highlight here, that there are a number of demands, a number of needs, that have been displayed, I think, on the screen by a number of, esteemed panelists. These needs are genuine of Muslim traveler, right? But by no means I'm representing, the Muslim community here, and as a professional traveler and also as an amateur tourist, whatever you want to call me. But there is no such expectation by expressing these needs that you actually stop the things the way you do, or you change your culture, or you do something, that is actually completely, alien to you. So what we seek is actually have a friendly environment with a little bit of changes, with a little bit of empathy, that's shown towards, the Muslims, that will help achieving the objective, and that's it where it stops. Actually, the local culture is also one of the major attractions, because the first time we were in Granada and Cordoba 19 years ago, as I said, it just happened to be Semana Santa as well, and we loved it. So this is something which is possibly, not even mentioned in the things that have been identified here, but as Irfan has, mentioned already, that these are the things that will also count, for the Muslim tourists to come.
Of course.
Thank you.
I agree, yeah.
Bueno, yo creo que hemos empezado 15 minutos tarde y acabaremos 15 minutos tarde. Por tanto, quiero agradecer a los ponentes la información aportada y digamos que nos quedamos con 3 verdades universales, ¿no? La primera sería que a la gente se la gana por el estómago. La segunda, que los pequeños cambios son revolucionarios. Y la tercera sería que hay que adaptarse al mercado. Cosas absolutamente obvias, sea cual sea la cultura de la que uno procede. Por lo tanto, muchas gracias por su presencia hoy aquí y continuamos con la...